welcome back everyone. It's another episode of Steve's Place Down Under. Today I've got a special friend with me all the way from Wisconsin. Say hello mate and introduce your channel.
Well, I'm Jeffrey from Old American Iron. I collect everything from crawlers, cranes, gravel crushers, trucks, you name it. And I got to know Steve through the channel, and he kind of invited me. I expressed interest. I wanted to go to Australia, and he kind of invited me down, and I said no time like the present. So here we are, and see if we can get some of his stuff running.
So if you go to Old American Iron, have a look at him on YouTube. He does quite a few different things, mainly with tractors, but he has got a truck he carts it all around on for those of you interested in trucks. So today we're going to try and start up this Super Power White here. I think I've had this for about 12 years. A mate of mine and myself bought it. I've never ever had it running. I only lifted the bonnet about 3 months ago to see what it even had in it. So we were after a 6.354 Perkins, and that's what it is. And for those of you who've seen the video that I put the auxiliary transmission in the AR160, if we can find a good running 354 Perkins, we're going to graft that into it as well to make it more reliable and economical, I suppose. So we're going to try and get this running. I'll do a quick walk around of it. You'll have to excuse, we're out near the road today, which I'm not generally, and there's trucks, and being a weekday, there's one of the company I work for there. Being a weekday, it's going to pick up the trucks and stuff. So as I said, this is a Super Power White. It probably originally had a side valve 6-cylinder petrol or gas engine in it. Now it's got a 354 Perkins 6.354. It's got a 5-speed main, a 3-speed auxiliary, and I think it's a 2-speed diff, so it's got plenty of gears there. It is a crane, as you can see. I've never used the crane, we just got it chained up as more of a display really. Never had it going. As I said, we towed it here and that's where it stayed. So the backstory with this, we were at the airport going to Fiji many years ago, and actually it's probably about 7 years, because my daughter came with us. I'm sure we bought it when we were leaving. Anyway, I could be wrong, but we were sitting at the airport waiting for the plane to arrive, and then we're looking at eBay, and that mate of mine, Josh, he just put a bid on it, and we actually won it. Not really wanting it, thinking it'd go high, but anyway, we had to go and get it because we did win it. After the holiday, we came back, and he had a, well, it's still here, but an N series Volvo. It was a 1215, so 12 litre single drive. It was one of 3 test trucks brought into Australia, so it was fairly rare at the time. One was a racing truck Rodney Crick used to drive, for those of you Australians that used to follow it. One was wrecked, and now this one did exist, but now it's wrecked. So he went and picked it up with my flat top on it down in a place called Wiseman's Ferry. He's coming up out of there, and he pulled up when the hill leveled out just to check all the chains. When he got back in her, she was alight under the dash, and those Volvos are all mainly plastic interior, plastic and fabric. It was a 73 model, still is. And she just got too intense, and I had to stand back and let her go. So I'll insert a photo here, but that particular truck I have walked around in another episode. I can't even think what it was, but I think the one where we're preparing tyres for hauling the hume, but I can go and do another walk around that and insert it in this video. So she was alight, and then anyway, that was the end of it. So that mate of mine, Bill, who I took his truck out to get the 46 Ford and the Renault tractor, that beautiful Kenworth of his, he went and pulled the trailer home for us, and I can't even remember how the truck got home. I think a wrecker went and got it, or a tilt tray or something. But Bill took the trailer back to his yard, and then I went up to the 4000 and towed the rest of it home. So that's a bit of a backstory on how we got this. This thing weighs, I don't know, it'd be in excess of 10 tonne, I'd imagine, because all that steel boom, everything's steel. So you got these big heavy plates on the chassis. plus the weight of the truck, and then it's got a counterweight on the front. You can see all that steel stacked there. So when I put her on the white to bring it home, it was heavy. Even the old Volvo, that's why she gave up, I'm not sure, but I mean it's still light for a truck to carry, but it's just heavy for the size of the thing. So we unloaded it, and it had a bit of bad luck, so there's a few other little things that happened with it which I won't bore you with. But so today I thought we'd get it going. Oh, well, attempt to get it going. I don't even know if it turns, to be honest. We might be wasting our time, but if it's a good runner, there's chances I'm going to insert it into that AR160 just to make a more reliable unit out of it. We'll just run it off of probably a drum. I won't even entertain the idea of filling that tank up. So first we'll lift the bonnet off, and we'll just see what's in there, see what we're working with, and we'll go from there. Alright mate, see if we can lift it right off, I suppose. I think the wings will come with it. Oh, let's get a little weak so we won't be walking her on.
See a rat's nest.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we don't want to let too many horsepower out of her. She only had 100 to start with, or 120.
That's interesting, they don't even have a fan on it.
No, I don't know why. Maybe they never used it. She might have got hot enough,
Yeah.
Who knows. Now, as I said, I don't think it would have came out with it, but I could be wrong. Would have had a petrol engine in it. So there she is. We've got a fantastic big nut on the front of her there we can try and spin it over with. We'll get a socket for that, and if it spins over, then I think we'll get the air going and blow her all down. And old Perkins generally don't take much. They're fairly basic machines. I've got one of those filters if need be. We just have to find out where the supply is, find the lift pump on it, get a supply and drop that into a drum, and obviously the return. So just get a socket. That's 3/4. I suppose I should make sure it's out of gear first. Oh no, it's not going to matter because it's got no tail shaft. It was taken out to tow it. She turns. Turn her the other way so I can. Shouldn't undo that nut, I don't think. I'll get a full turn out of her. Well, that's a start, Jeffrey.
I'm kind of noticing there that you got an antique ratchet
Yep.
for working on an antique truck.
Yes, she's an old one. Someone gave me a set of these and left it here. I think it was my father-in-law, so it was his father's apparently. Old tools are good, mate.
Oh.
Yep, I reckon that's enough. What do you think?
Yeah, oh yeah.
This is clear. Now I'm going to check the oil. Oh, it's black. I suppose it's over full a bit, but it's laying this way too. So again, I don't spend money on oil till I know they're going to start running, unless there's signs of water in it. We might start the compressor, mate, and blow all that off. And I don't think we'll have to.
I'll stand upwind from it when you're blowing it off.
Yes. You don't want to breathe in that old rat stuff. left the fuel hose in the cab here. They must have run it off the bottle. So that's good.
I'm thinking when you try opening that door, it's going to lift right off, fall right off. Because I think the lead, battery lead goes just into the cab here.
Take it off.
Stopper.
Well, that's good.
What I think is the fuel.
Yeah. So what we're now going to do is look for some battery cables.
Yeah,
There is one there, but
here's
looks like it takes off over the other side there. But
here, this one right here. What I'm going to look for on the inside.
because what used to be the battery box is now a solid piece of whatever the hell that is, some sort of steel they've welded together or cut out of something else. It goes right through to just there. So there'd be a couple of tonne just in that, both sides, and that's why she was so heavy. We can put some leads straight on it. Do that and bleed the fuel system up. There's already a hose going straight in because there's no, well, there is a fuel tank, but the original fuel tank's been taken off it and moved back here.
Here's the back where they moved the
there
battery
they are
box.
there. All covered in leaves. Okay, so we've got the, you fit a fuel drum under this. I don't think it's going to return, unless it returns into one of the filters. We'll blow those out and we'll sit a battery there and we'll see what she does.
You have some small sockets. Oh, up here.
There's a couple of sets there, mate. She's not holding water, so I'm just going to take the fan belt off so the pump's not spinning, and we'll just run it for a short while if it does go.
I think I'll just pull a soldering hole and holes and everything off.
Yeah.
Then hook it back up and we just stick it in over here. Could look a lot worse in there.
Yeah. Wonder should we just bypass it and get rid of it? Put the hose straight on the lift pump. Because it's still got a filter here.
Yeah, after the lift pump it goes through that filter, yeah.
You just don't want it to suck air through it, you know, if it doesn't seal again. We could find out if there's an adapter to join straight on that hose. Looks like there's a joiner halfway down here.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we can just slice one of them onto it. There's another one there too. Let's make one of them hoses fit that other one.
Yeah, if this is the same size, that'll hook right onto it.
I'll put some power in it, just see if she's going to wind. Well, I can see what happens. I don't like that positive lead much, but just bump these two wires together here and see what does happen. Looks like that's what they're for.
Oh, look at that! Yeah, poor connection down there. It's getting hot and making the... I mean, it's cranking it, but it was making the dust and stuff smoke. Could you feel the heat already?
I can't feel it.
Well, here, I'll hang on to that.
Battery's plenty charged enough.
Yeah, that one right there it was.
Let's get the spanner, mate. Let's watch that camera, Jim.
It's cranking, but
Probably should disconnect the battery. It was loose. Okay, well, I suppose now it's winding, we'll bleed the fuel up. And
I'm going to see if that smoke, crank it once again, see if that... There, now it is.
I just don't know if any of these pumps or anything engaged in here. I don't know what any of these levers do. I don't know if it's got hydraulic or it's just all manual.
Well, when you crank it, try and bleed. I'll watch and make sure nothing.
Yeah. It should start loading the starter up, I'd imagine, if it was. So I might bleed the pump while you do the lift pump, mate, so we can see the... So that's clear here, is it, mate? That's all ready to go?
Yeah, I blew it. It's all ready to go.
Okay, so we've got 20 litres hooked straight to the lift pump here. Looks like it returns up through this little gadget on the firewall, then goes back, but I don't want to return any of that old fuel into this drum, so we just let that go back to the old tank. We're not going to lose much running it for as long as we are. So we'll bleed it up, we'll pop that fan belt off, and then we'll go from there. Okay, I'll crack the bleeder screw, Jeffy, if you want to.
You want to cut the fan belt off right away? Or?
Yeah, I suppose we can.
It's up to you.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's got to happen anyway. I'll crack these bleeder screws. That doesn't look real efficient. I'll pump her up to that filter there. pull that. Alright mate, let's see if that's... Oh. Definitely diesel. There's going to be a bit of air because that line's loaded with it. Feel like it's doing something?
Oh, it's pumping because air's coming out, so
yeah.
I know the pump works.
Getting harder, mate.
Now it isn't. Now it.
It's like the air stopped coming. Clean looking fuel.
Oh, you got something open down there.
Yeah. Well, that'll probably do you, mate, because she's... It's all the air's out of it. I have a feeling it's going to be stuck wide open because there's no resistance on that throttle at all. I'll take that air cleaner off so we can choke it.
See, I don't know nothing about these, so you should be able to feel resistance on that.
Should be, yeah. And there's not. I mean, you can feel the pedal and everything. Yeah. I don't know, I might be wrong, but... Take that air cleaner off just in case. I want to find something I can choke it with.
Without walking all the way back to the house.
Yeah.
Shot.
I suppose that'll fit one plastic. Okay, so I might bleed those injectors. I'll take that, I'll cup that belt off first. There's no point in taking it off properly, it's no good anyway. Keep bringing the cab for a proper length. It's definitely rooted.
What?
It's definitely fucked. Crack all these to get fuel up to the top. Okay, I'll put the battery lead on. And you should be able to see fuel come out of here, out of all these pipes if the injector pump's working. I'll just give it a wind. Yep, they're all squirting. They're squirting a lot, which makes me, well, they're always in flat out when they're turned off anyway, but I hope she settles herself down again. Crane jib will start swinging around and going up in there. She certainly got the Perkins sound when you wind her.
This is the closest I've ever been to a Perkins.
Is it?
Yeah.
There's not many over there, mate?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of Perkins, but I've never been around the equipment with Perkins in it. Friend of mine, you know, cat tractor backhoe with a Perkins in it.
Yeah.
Did Cat buy Perkins?
Oh, I don't think they bought them, but they put their sticker on them in some machines.
Yeah, that's.
They'll put a literage on the tapper cover with Cat written next to it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure what's going to happen here, but lots. I'm going to set this up where you can see it properly. This fucking Jacob breaks every 3 seconds. Here we go, see what happens. I'm not going to give her any ether. I want to see if she's got the... Hope she starts, it's turned off. I don't know what's going on with them cables at the back, so we'll see. Here we go. There is smoke, whether it's off the starter or not, I don't know. Nothing's getting tighter at the back there. Exhaust pipe's rotted off, where's it? It's underneath.
There's no smoke coming out from underneath it.
Alright, I'll give her another one. Starts off good, then it dies, doesn't it? She's still smoking down here a little bit. Unless we help her with a bit of ether, but I don't like using that. I like seeing how they go first. That's out of the exhaust, that's burnt fuel.
Is it?
Might put the leads on it, another battery, and just to help it.
Give it a little more.
She goes again. There's smoke underneath. Might just give her a quick sniff just to save the starter. Ready to choke her, Jeffrey. I'm not sure what's going to happen.
It's smoking now.
She's definitely getting it. Probably still a bit of that old stuff, I don't know. Start your bastard dinner. Camera and everything falling here. Gee whiz. Again. She was right for a minute, or a second. There's plenty of smoke. And our filter might be a bit blocked too. make sure she's squirting again.
Squirt.
Yeah. Just going to face you through this gap here so I can let the camera go for a second. Just might feed a bit straight into it while I wind it and see what happens. Not even running off that.
Right.
She's got bad breath but she's running. Valve out by the sound of it. Too hot. Oh dear, oh dear, she got bad breath. Well, she's running alright. We're just going to check the oil pressure because the gauge isn't working, and I reckon there's a loose tappet or something. Either a valve might be stuck because it's tapping and it's chuffing out the inlet. So,
and see, when you have an inlet leaking, that affects the vacuum, you know, going into the rest, and that's.
That start, you bastard's not as good as air start, it's rubbish. Well, that hasn't run for at least 10 years. I'm not sure how long since the other bloke had it going, but
could be 40.
Could be 40.
Could be 50.
I don't know. I'm only guessing. It was sitting rusted away when we got it, so it hadn't been going at least 3 or 4 years before we got it. What do you think, mate? Crank it back up and check the oil. Is that loose?
Yeah, I'll loosen it up here.
It went to take off, didn't it? Then it pulled itself.
Yeah, I was ready to. Here,
well, it should go again. Stopper worked. Okay everyone, well that was a success. We could do another video on running the valve set clearance on it, but I don't think we'll have to. So there's going to be more videos with Jeffrey. We're going to go down the back and see what else we can do, but they'll be spaced out over the week or so. If you're thinking, shit, Steve looks good today, you're exactly right, because I've just, haven't I, Jeffrey, been down and had my hair cut, had my ears lowered down the local barber, and he put some nice smelly wax and some spray, so you're exactly right, and I smell nice, but now I smell like this fucking thing. So anyway, merchandise shop, link in the description, that's all getting sold for very quickly. We've had to replenish a bit of that, so don't forget to check out Jeffrey's channel, Old American Iron. He does some good stuff over there in Wisconsin. And please like, share and subscribe to this channel if you enjoy the content. There's plenty more coming, so thanks for watching.
I was just going to